Hello, welcome. Welcome, Carolyn. Welcome, Shari.
Hey, how are you?
It's just about a minute or so before noon, so I'll give folks a couple of moments to join us.
Hi, Haven.
Hi, Shari. What a beautiful day it is.
Gorgeous.
Hi, Edwina. Good to see you. Hi, Terry. Hi, Leanne. Hi, Katima. Nice to have you all here. Hi. Glad to see everyone. I'm just going to give folks a moment to arrive. So really appreciate everybody being here that can be here and get started. And as folks arrive, I'll just try to keep an eye on it and let folks in. So this is a class brought to us every Wednesday at noon for a half hour. And I am here between building 800 and the Boxyard Arcade um, under the trees, and we occasionally have folks in the hammocks. Today I'm on my own, but I will turn my mic on in case someone is drawn by the sounds of the mic. And then we have folks online who join from all over the Durham area. Occasionally I have folks outside of the Durham area. The online makes that possible, but it's brought by Frontier RTP. And this series will go until the end of November. And every week we have a different focus. Our focus today is compassion. Compassion is the second of the four divine abodes. The first is loving kindness, and loving kindness is to care. Compassion is to respond. Compassion is love in action. So, how do we bring love in action to ourselves? How do we act with love towards ourselves? And we're going to play with that today because it's really, important for us to bring loving kindness to ourselves before we bring that care to others. It's really important that we fill our hearts with compassion for ourselves. We want our hearts to be overflowing with compassion for ourselves. And what overflows goes out to others. This way, we don't burn out. This way, what we're giving to others is this fountain of love and compassion that is generated from us and continually fills us and then fills others. I hope that makes sense. Because if our vessel is empty, then we begin to feel so tired. And thank you, Shari. Shari says it makes a lot of sense. Thank you. We start to get resentful and tired and frustrated. So it's like filling up a tea cup that overflows, if you want to think about it that way. Now, sometimes there's confusion um, between compassion and sympathy and empathy and pity. And just to be clear, pity is I acknowledge about your suffering. And sympathy is I care about your suffering. Empathy is I feel your suffering. And compassion is I want to relieve that suffering. I want to relieve my own suffering and I want to relieve your suffering. So today we're going to prepare, practice compassion. First, we're going to start with just an awareness of energy, and then move into the awareness of the energy of compassion, and then see what it feels like to practice or sense that compassion for ourselves and then compassion for others. So I just want you to, be really gentle with yourself. Just know that what we're doing today is a very powerful self-healing meditation. And when I say self-healing, I mean we're going to um, feel better, and maybe just a little bit better in the moment. And maybe you'll notice, and I want you to drink a lot of water today, maybe you'll notice that as the day goes on, you feel better. And maybe you'll practice this on your own later today or tomorrow. But perhaps you'll notice that you get a really nice, deep sleep tonight. And if you wake up in the middle of the night, you can redo some of these practices in the night, and you'll go right back to sleep. So what this does is that we want to just notice that we can evoke for ourselves a state of caring and friendliness and compassion for ourselves. And as we create this energy of friendliness and caring and compassion for ourselves, it naturally amplifies. Our heart just expands, and it naturally amplifies out to others. And when we create it in our heart, it permeates every part of our being, and importantly, it goes into our minds. So let's begin. I invite you just to get comfortable. If you're in your chair, just maybe wiggle your spine into alignment. And for this meditation, I'm going to invite you to place your palms on your lap with one hand over the other so that you have the sensation of touch. The sensation of touch in your hands can be a gauge for you to sense your depth of meditation, if you will. So you can notice, you can come back from time to time and just notice how the sensation of touch in your hands is this, what we would call this gross sensation, this very large sensation, to a more subtle sensation, until maybe at some point there may be the sense of like what's happening with my hands. So I just invite you to play with that. And if you're in a chair, I just want you to uncross your feet. Feel your feet connected to the earth. If you're in the hammocks, just press your feet into the ropes of the hammock. And if you're lying down on your bed or a mat, I invite you to bend your knees and put your feet on the earth so that you don't fall asleep. And if it feels comfortable and safe, I invite you to close your eyes. Otherwise, just lowering your gaze so that you're not distracted. And now taking 3 deep, slow breaths. Breathing in, filling up your lower belly. Breathing out, letting your lower belly fall. Breathing in slowly, deeply, and breathing out. Breathing in. And out. And just inviting relaxation throughout your whole being. Inviting relaxation throughout your whole body. Breathing in and just noticing where there's any tension, where there's any tightness. And on the exhale, just inviting release, inviting relaxation. Letting go of any tightness or tension in your jaw. Softening your shoulders. Relaxing the back of your body. Relaxing your hands and your arms, your legs, your feet. Now I invite you to bring your full attention to the crown of your head. And just observe, see if you feel any sensations on your scalp, the top of your head, the crown of your head. And just do your best to keep your mind focused here on the crown of your head. Noticing any sensations, noticing any fluctuations, any changes, any shifts. And now dropping your attention from the crown of your head down to your forehead, to the area just above your eyes, between your eyes, your brow, what we call the third eye area. Just noticing if there are any sensations that arise here as you concentrate, focus in this area of your forehead called the third eye. Maybe you sense pressure, tingling, vibration, movement. Maybe you sense nothing. Nothing is a sensation as well, just noticing what nothing feels like. And noticing if there's any change, any fluctuation. Not to judge, just to be with and notice, being the observer. And now dropping your full attention down to your throat. And just noticing, observing any sensations. What's here? And now dropping your full attention again down into the chest area, the full, what we call heart center. And noticing sensations, sensing, if you can, even your heartbeat, and all other sensations that arise. I invite you just to be with whatever's here. And if it helps, you might place your hand on your heart center. But see if you can connect with the sensations without touch. Keeping your hands in your lap. If it helps, you can place a hand briefly on your chest just to connect. And now focusing completely on the palm of your right hand. What sensations are present? How do they shift and change? Do they shift and change? Whatever you notice is exactly right. And now shifting the attention from your right palm to your left palm. Focusing solely on the left palm of your hand. Just observing what's here. And now coming back to the breath. This time focusing on the breath in the nostrils. Noticing the in-breath and the air touching the nostrils on the inhale, and the out-breath and the air touching the nostrils on the exhale. Just observing the breath in a natural, relaxed way. Noticing the sensation of air touching the nostrils. And now I invite you to visualize or imagine the clear light of compassion above the crown of your head. Just imagine the clear light of compassion above the crown of your head, and then with an in-breath, draw the light of compassion into the crown of your head. And on your next in-breath, draw the light of compassion into the crown of your head and into your third eye. And on your next in-breath, draw the light of compassion through the crown of your head into your third eye and into your throat. And on your next inhale, bring the clear light of compassion into the crown of your head, your third eye, your throat, and now into your heart center, filling it with the clear light of compassion. And as you exhale, bring your awareness to the heart center. Feel the breath, the energy flow from the heart down the arms to the palms. Focus on any sensations in your heart and your palms. Now I invite you to say to yourself, may I be well and happy. May I be full of peace. May I be full of joy and contentment. And now inhaling and imagining your heart as a flower opening. And if you can, feel the compassion for yourself as your heart center opens like a flower, expanding with this light of compassion. As you exhale, imagine that compassion as an expanding beam of light spreading from your heart outwards. Say to yourself, may all beings in the universe be happy and well. May all beings in the universe be full of peace. all beings in the universe be full of joy and contentment. And just imagine the clear light of compassion in your heart radiating out, expanding in every direction throughout the whole universe, benefiting all beings. With each in-breath, imagining your heart opening like a flower, spreading compassion like a light or like a mist from your heart into every cell of your body, into every cell of your being. And with each exhale, the clear light of compassion expanding, radiating out to all beings, to the whole universe. Breathing in and imagining your heart opening like the flower, this compassion, unconditional love, universal compassion spreading into every cell of your being, every cell of your body, and saying to yourself, may I be well and happy, may I be full of peace, may I be full of joy and contentment. And sensing this energy of compassion expanding from your heart outwards in all directions, filling the whole universe, benefiting all beings. Resting here in your natural presence of universal compassion, unconditional love for yourself. Resting here in your natural presence of love and compassion for yourself and all beings. Breathing in and out. Resting in your natural presence. Resting in your breath. preparing to open your eyes as I ring the bell. Thank you. I'll stay here in the Zoom room and here under the trees for a few minutes if anyone would like to share their experience or if you have any questions. And next week we have the third of the 4 divine abodes, appreciative joy. Thank you, Terry. Thank you for being here.
Even can